Whoa, it's the Yewllusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm here in the kitchen. 80,000 subscribers. That's crazy. It's a trippy number. It's kind of rad. It's funny, I was my friend on the East Coast was doing a countdown with me. She had been like 50 away, and we're tagging back and forth as we got to it. So we crossed the 80,000 subscribers threshold. That's amazing. It's amazing that there's been almost like 8,500 subscribers this month alone. And most of this growth has occurred this year. And I think that perseverance is the game. When I got into this YouTube game, so I just want to welcome the new subscribers and maybe explain a little bit what's really going on here. I mean, you're hanging around because you saw something you like. Most people get here because of the bowl cut or the mullet or one of the goofy haircuts. As you can see, I don't have any hair right now. And you probably decided to subscribe or stick around for various different reasons. Sometimes it's the book reviews. Like the person that I was doing the countdown with got here via the Stonewall Jackson book review. Go figure. Other people are here for skateboarding, surfing. Some people are just here to see what's going on. And I think the underlying theme is it's been a journey. It's been a journey. A lot of people understand that I basically put my whole life on YouTube over the last 8.5 years, 8+ years, you know. And when I started this YouTube journey, there really was no plan, if you will. I just pushed the button and started making videos, and here we are. I mean, I think I have, how many videos do I have? Let me see here. I think I got over 1,700 videos, right? That itself's a trippy number. And so we're moving along this thing. And I want to be clear, I don't quite understand it on any level. There's no master plan on my behalf. Like, I know a lot of people set out to make a mark, make money, make a name for themselves. None of these things have been my driving force, though I'm a human being. I've definitely tried to promote myself and make a name for myself on the journey. I've met with producers to try to get shows made, and I'm actively sustaining myself with YouTube but not YouTube itself, via the back channel, selling my art. And so I think a part of the appeal to this channel is that life's tough. Life is tough. And every day we have a chance to perceive it in a positive way. And some days it's almost impossible to see it as a positive reality, and other days it can be even harder and you can see it positive. Life's weird. There's no telling really what our perception will tell us at any given moment. It's all about kind of moving through it. You know, a lot of you have watched the last 4 months of my life since it all burned down, and watched me walk through it. The pain, the rebirth, the regrouping, the truth. The person talking to you right now is pretty much the person you would bump into out on the street. I'm not pulling any punches. I'm not trying to people please. It's funny, I'll get every now and then, I got one today, is somebody sent me an email trying to tell me I need to be something else. And I go, I am what I am. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to BS anyone. I'm not trying to say that I'm right and someone else is wrong. I'm just trying to share my experience. That's all I'm really trying to do. I'm not trying to convert anyone to Christianity or convert anyone to sobriety or convert anyone to skateboards or convince anybody of anything. Because the one thing I've learned in this life is actions speak louder than words, right? And it's easy to talk. It's easy to talk. Here we are. But then again, I think part of the appeal of this channel and why people come here for the bowl cut and stick around for the content is they can look and see that there is a story arc. That before I had 1 subscriber, I was just a guy sitting in a trailer, and I made a video one day, and I just kept making videos. And it was funny, like for a long time, 26,000 was my number. I just couldn't get out of the 26,000 range. For a couple years, it was just stagnant. It was just right where it was. Didn't move much, always just a little incremental growth. I think 2016, it was basically like, I probably got 100 subscribers for the year. So if I was basing my whole YouTube experience on subscribers, I would have quit a long time ago. And I think most of you know that. I think a lot of people have stuck around just for that reason is I make this content because it's what I do. It's my time capsule, it's my scrapbook, it's my journal, it's my art medium, it's my way to contact the world. I mean, we think about it, over the last 8 years, I've run for city council twice. I've had a child. I've had a house burned down. I have different cars and different stories. We've been on vacations together. And that's the cool thing, is like, I bring you with me. Like, I'm not a big, like, production guy. Like, I'll spend some time and try to edit some videos together, but I'm not trying to gloss it over. I'm not trying to wow you. I'm just nuts and bolts. And I think that's why we're here. We can go somewhere else for a bunch of flash and glitz and facade. I'm stripped down. I'm a stripped down YouTube channel. Pretty raw. But ultimately, I think that people get that I trust myself. I truly do trust who I am on this side of the camera. I know what my agenda is. And it's not to convince you to follow me anywhere or be your leader or anything. It's just one human being sharing his experience, trying to get free of the matrix, trying to get above this lower dimensional prison. I don't know any other word to describe it. The prison of the 5 senses and the 3 dimensions. And get closer to a God of my understanding. And I share that journey. And some days it's double thumbs up, and some days I'm barely keeping my head above water. And to kind of wrap it up, and just on the welcoming, is this is a crowd-funded reality. YouTube is whatever, but you, the viewers, are what keep this going. And it's going to go regardless, but I guess what I'm saying is, you know what, there's links down below if you want to financially support this channel. I'm very grateful for it. Not required on any level. And as I always say, the way to contribute to this channel is just go be kind to people. Is to get off your couch and go into the world and take care of yourself. The contribution you can make to this channel is about you feeling that you can be a better human being, that we can sit down here together and with this computer and we can realize that we may be down, but we're not out. That when life gives us lemons, we can make lemonade, and really there's no obstacle in our way. Yeah, sometimes life gets pretty heavy, but we can get through this. And I think that's part of the channel. I think the early years of my YouTube channel were very carefree and very just like going through the adventure of early sobriety. And I've noticed is there's certain aspects, certain small slice of people that are like, oh, they want me to stay in that spot. But I've noticed all the growth about life being serious and me overcoming it and dealing with it as a man and a father, as a human being, as a Christian, as a skateboarder and a surfer who's in the middle ages of his life. I'm almost 50 and I haven't surrendered. I'm going to go skateboard tomorrow with Elijah Burrell in an abandoned pool that I drained. That the only person I've taken to so far is my 3.5-year-old son. Because, you know, I'm not quitting. I'm not a quitter. I'm going to lay down. In spite of some days I want to lay down. Some days I want to lay down, suck my thumb, and call it quits. Because it's too much. Some days this whole life experience is too much. Let me be clear about that. But you know what? I get up. I constantly get up. I think some of, like, that video I made in July last year about my depression and mental illness, I think was a hallmark on the journey. Because I know who my demographic is. I know who you are, generally speaking. I know I speak to a lot of disenfranchised young people. I speak to a lot of lonely older people. I speak to a lot of family people that want to know it's okay to not be part of the grid. I speak to a lot of people with alternative views of thinking. I speak to people that just want to hang out, rip bong hits, and laugh at some guy throwing crazy word combos together. The one thing that I would say is I take myself so seriously I know that I can laugh at myself. I know the guy looking at this camera right now is only as strong as his ability to laugh at himself. Yeah, I'm nuts and bolts serious. And yet, I know it's all a joke. So I can laugh at it. But life's tough. And life's beautiful at the same time. And I think that's why there's 80,000 people here. Is we're doing this together. We don't want doom and gloom, but we don't want anyone selling us, blowing smoke up our butt, right? We don't need anyone telling us that reality's not what it is. It's real, but how do we find the beauty in the rainy day? How do we find the beauty in our home burning down with the rest of our community? How do we find the beauty in that? And we may not find it in that day, but we find it in the journey. If you had told me 4 months ago where I'd be today, I wouldn't have understood it. I couldn't have understood it. I had to walk through the desert of my life. Through the Dust Bowl is my buddy who I talked to. I walked through the Dust Bowl. And I got to the other side and I climbed out of the Dust Bowl. And we did it together. And on a final note, and one of my big things is life's a team sport. I used to be a hermit once upon a time. I'm not a hermit anymore. Life is a team sport. This channel, I know demographically goes around the planet. We have viewers in New Zealand, Germany, Switzerland, China, Africa, South America. Anywhere there's a signal, there's at least one high-frequency tribe member hanging out for no other reason than to watch a dude cut his hair. And if that's what it's all about, that's great. Because if that's what got you here and why you stay here is because I'm doing something of value for you, that's the highest form of compliment there is. I just got an email from a 17-year-old saying that I'm helping him through like the trials and tribulations of high school. I don't know how that all works. I don't understand it. But what I do understand is if I don't show up, nothing will happen. If I don't turn on this camera, I'll never know. And I don't do it for vanity or ego. I do it because I'm required to. I asked God once upon a time in my life to help me, and God helped me. And this was the exchange, was to share my journey with God through the trials and tribulations of life so that you could know that you're not alone, that you're not the only one who struggles, and you're not the only one who wonders if they can get out of their struggle, because you can. We all can, but we all need to lean on each other. We all need each other. None of us can do this alone. And ultimately, we're all alone. That's the irony. That's the weird, paradoxical nature of this reality. So, I just want to welcome everyone here, man. 80,000 strong. That's amazing. And like I said, it's a crowd-funded reality. So if you like what's going on and you want to support the dream, there's the way. There's the Etsy account. You can buy my art, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, coffee cups, whatever. And do that, or you can go to the live streams. I do a live stream every morning. We drink coffee, and then I do one Friday and Saturday night. And you can drop some money in the till there or not. It's not a requirement. It's just like what we can do. Like I said, the most important thing you can do for me is just to go spread positivity, man. Just to go turn someone's frown upside down. That's it, man. That's all I ask anyone out there. Because if you can turn someone's frown upside down, that means you're not frowning, right? Like smiles are contagious. So go spread them around. Use the name tags. I talk a lot about using people's name tags. And let's just vibrate to the next dimension of positivity and interdimensional galactic love. Yeah. It's the Yewllusion signing off. 80,000 strong. We're a high frequency team. Tribe, team, high frequency tribe. I don't even know my own catchphrases. That's the best part about it is I don't even know what's going on here. I'm just winging it, man. So I'll see you guys in the morning or whenever. Anyway, this is the Yewllusion, welcoming all the new subscribers and thanking you who have been around here since day one. Adios.